facts to support my argument. Flies lifted like a cloud of black confetti. This isn't like that. Well, somebody did this. We've got to figure out who. It was the first thought that came to mind, not we have to tell my parents or let's get the cops. I loved a good mystery, even then. We'll look for clues. There was an undercurrent of excitement in his voice. Try as he might to be solemn, I could see he was delighted. Footprints and stuff, and we can ask around to see if anyone saw him. Wanna play? This was our new favorite pastime. The games our fellow fourth graders liked, Foursquare, Cops and Robbers, held no joy for us. We yearned for more. Usually we had to concoct mysteries for ourselves, but here was a real one, right at our feet, and we aimed to solve it. We were natural-born detectives, he and I. That's what I told myself, and I believed it. I'll look here. You take the field. He flashed me a grin as he crouched on the dirt path and swatted a fly from his shin. He was so tan his legs were 3 shades darker than the skin visible where his sock, the elastic stretched out from where had slipped down. Okay, I said, keeping my head real still, trying not to let him know I'd spotted the bracelet on his ankle. A neat braid of green paper twist ties lying flat against that band of pale, secret skin. 1. Bullshit. Nope. I turned over the cards on the table between us, and there it was. 3 aces take the game. McIntyre groaned. Oh, I hate playing with you. You're so damn lucky. Me and my charmed life, I said deadpan as I gathered the cards in a stack and tapped their rounded corners into place. Across the table, McIntyre tried and failed to catch my eye. This has gotta stop, Shay. She was talking about my mood. It had been black lately. She wasn't wrong about that. 4 months since my rebirth in the Thousand Islands, 3 weeks since it all went to hell. Tim once told me things were simple around here, but that was before the murders and the drowning, before the fiancé I kicked to the curb. If that was what passed for simple in upstate New York, I didn't want to see things get complicated. I reached behind me, pulled a blanket from the back of my chair onto my lap, and smoothed the fabric over my knees. There was a quilt for every patron on the covered patio at Nellie's Bistro, thoughtfully placed for Clayton's chilly mornings. I was only a little cold, didn't need the throw any more than I needed a 3rd cup of coffee, but the card game was over, and I found I couldn't quiet my hands. I know, I told Mac. It's not that easy. Who cares about easy? You're Shana Merchant, the badass who solved the bloodiest case these parts have seen in years. Well, baptism by fire, as they say. Or, in my case, water. Cue the ticker tape parade. Great idea, she said. Only, instead of ticker tape, we'll shred those damn corruption case files from my desk and blanket Church Street in confetti. Bear claw? I looked askance at the pastry in her hand. Isn't it taboo to chase breakfast with dessert? It's my birthday. Not yet, it's not. Extricating a slice of almond from the frosted dough, she swiped at me cat-like. Close enough. And when you're 50, you get to do whatever you want. I'm thinking about chasing this dessert with that hunky Canadian border guard. I laughed. Had to, because I knew which guard she was talking about, and he was more scrumptious than any pastry Nellie's could produce. Where would I be without Maureen McIntyre and her uncompromising humor? It still came as a shock to me that we were friends, especially when I thought of her in the context of her work. If someone manufactured Sheriff McIntyre posters for fangirls, I'd have taped one to my bedroom wall, if I had a wall to call my own, that is. Mac was my